Hey guys, today a little bit of a different video. Instead of chatbot marketing, I'm wanting to talk about a Chrome extension that I've been using for over a year now. But it started recently being launched on AppSumo, and I wanted to support the creator because I really think this is an amazing extension to have. And it really helps you in web design, grabbing assets and stuff like that. First of all, the extension is called Hoverify, and I will put a link down in the video description if you want to grab the extension for yourself. It's a lifetime deal with unlimited websites and all those good things. But if we take a look at what this extension can do, if we just hover over the extension itself, you will have several options. We can inspect the page itself. So we can inspect any kind of web page. So for example, if I inspect my own, basically my membership landing page, let's do that real quick. You will see that we will get a whole bunch of options. If we hover over any section, you will see that you will get complete stats of this entire section. So if I hover over this background section, you will get the background color, you will get the animations, you will get the box sizing, the font families used, the padding, the margins, and so much more. If you want to grab any of these values, so for example, the image, right? You can just press with the left mouse button and then this window will stick towards this page for the time being. You can then grab any of the information needed. So if we go towards this documentation icon, you will see all kinds of information about this specific image. If you're done with it, you can just press the button and just basically close this tab. And then you can hover over the next section. So you can see how easy it is to grab information from the website. So if I, for example, hover over this entire section, have all the information relevant towards this section. So for example, I can see the font size, I can see the font weight, and if you want to replicate this, it's really easy to do by just grabbing all of these data points. Now, if you want to export certain data, so let's say we want to grab this entire section, there's another cool feature, and we can actually go towards this icon here. And if we press it, we go to codepen and we automatically get the entire data set. And as you can see, this entire section, although not completely correct, right? Because the text is a little bit too big for that liking, but you can grab the entire HTML code, you can grab the entire CSS code, and if there are any JavaScripts on this section, then it will display here as well. And you can see created with Hoverify and then the website. You can grab any of this relevant information and use it inside of your own web design. So if you like any of these sections, then you basically can grab it, just grab the section, go to codepen and grab the coding that way. You can grab the entire HTML, as you can see here. And if we scroll down, you will see a good overview of this section, right? So this is a fantastic way to be able to analyze websites, analyze the HTML coding, the CSS coding. If there are any JavaScript codes, you can do so as well. But there is so much more to Hoverify as well. So maybe I will do future videos in more detail how you can recreate websites with this. But if we take a look at the sections here, so we can also pause the editor, so the inspector. And if we want to enable it again, we just press the icon itself. We also have guidelines. So with the guidelines, we are able to check the alignment. So if we hover over a section now, you will see all the guidelines, not only for this section, but also how they align with the other sections on this page. If we go towards the grid section, you will see how this page has been structured. So we have a div here, and inside this div, we have the image. And with this div, we also have another div that's containing this text with other text included. So if we just scroll down, you will see the entire layout of how this website has been displayed, basically, right? The next icon will be a CSS box, and if we press this, we can visualize the padding and the margins. So if we hover over sections, you will see the margins being displayed in green, white stripes. And if we have any padding, you will see it displayed as well with blue stripes, blue-white stripes. You can also take a look at the font section, so we can see all the fonts that are being used on this website. Then we also have an edit section, and this is really cool because we can now do live edits on this web page. So for example, if I want to basically replace this ready to increase your sales, we could also say ready to increase your conversions. So basically you can adjust your entire website without it being touched on the live site itself. You can just test out different kinds of features this way. So a really unique feature which I really like. Then we have the color palette. And with the color palette, you will see all the colors being used on the website itself. You can also trash certain elements. So if you want to hide or remove an element, you can do so as well. So let's say I want to hide this element. There we go. It's now hidden. I can even remove it or just say unhide, and then it will show again. So this allows you to also test out different variations of your web page and maybe adjust it to your own liking. You also have a search button where you can search for specific IDs, class or tags. Then we also have custom CSS, which you can write here. So if you have a certain button, like here, you can write your CSS to see how this can be changed on the website itself. Besides the inspecting of a website, you can also do other cool stuff with this extension. If we take a look, we can also go with the color eyedropper. So if you like a particular color or a color palette on the website, then you also will be able to pick just a color from the website. Just select pick color and you can just hover over any element to pick that particular color. Another cool feature which I really like are the assets. So if we take a look at assets, you will be able to download any asset that is available on this website. Do this at your own discretion, of course, because some materials could be copyrighted, but for demo purposes, you can always grab these assets directly from Hoverify. You can have the images, if there are any SVGs, videos, or Lottie files, you can grab them all. You can also press the Save All button and then it will all be downloaded inside of a zip file. The next one is the responsive tab. So if we go towards responsive, you will get an overview of how it looks like on a particular device, right? So you can grab any kind of device. You can also have a landscape mode, as you can see here, just to see how it looks then. And you have different kinds of levels where you can see different kinds of devices, where you can see different kinds of outcomes. You can also press the plus sign, and from here you can give your device a name, a custom width and height, and a user agent, and then this device will be added as well. So really cool stuff. The next part is the debug option, and with the debug option, so for example, if you have any caching issues, you can clear the origins, you can clear the cache, the cookies, and the local storage of this particular web page. You can give it a time range, so all time up till last hour. You can also see meta tags. So what are the meta tags of this website? As you can see here. We also have links. So if there are any links, we can check the link status of all these links. So as you can see, one link of my landing page is not working correctly, and I need to adjust this. So for example, if you have a blog article with tons of links there, you can use Hoverify to check those links if they are still pointing correctly towards the intended website. You also have an HSA, and basically these are semantic elements. If you have something set, you can see if they are all set correctly. So if you have an opening and a closing elements of HTML, you can see this as well. You also have spell checks if you want to. So you currently only English has been supported, but you can check and you can view the spelling mistakes as well. This is not 100% foolproof, I found, but it really gives a quick overview and you can review them manually to see if they need to be adjusted, yes or no. Then the next step will be build with. And if we take a look here, we can get all kinds of information about this website. So with the hosting, you will see all the IP addresses where this has been hosted. We also have a tech section. If there is any technology involved, it will show here. We'll also see the DNS records, if everything is working correctly. And we also have the SSL support. Under the hosting, we will also see any kind of details like, for example, if it's built with WordPress or Webflow, which editor has been used. So if I go to my main website, for example, and I press the build with section, we'll get more information. So it takes a little bit more time, but if we take a look at the tag, then we will have multiple things showing up. So we have the analytics and tracking, we have the widgets that I'm using on my main website. We have the frameworks, we have the content delivery network where we can see this is WordPress. We have video elements from YouTube. We have the content management system and a bunch more, as you can see, are being displayed here. So this is a good indication on how to check a website, what kind of tech they are using. So you can maybe replicate the same kind of setup or maybe even troubleshoot what could be an issue on the website itself. Lastly, we also have the capture. So if we go with capture, we can capture the full page, a selected area, all the tabs on which are currently open, or we can only cover the visual part. So if we go with a full page, you will see it scrolls down automatically and generates a good looking overview for you of this web page. So you could do this with landing pages as well. You can save this to a PNG or JPEG file, or even save as a PDF or a zip file. So Hoverify is a fantastic Chrome extension, and I believe it works on 2 different browsers as well. That allows you to analyze websites, and it provides you with different use cases. It allows you to troubleshoot your web pages, like links on the web page. It allows you to see what kind of tech is being used on a specific website, but it also allows you to basically, if you like certain sections or you like a certain website, then you can even recreate it more easily because you have all the information at your disposal. It's much more efficient than just using the inspect element on the browser itself, and it provides you with more customizations and even allows you to adjust the page live on the site itself. So if you like this video, do consider dropping a like. I'm planning to do more of these kinds of videos showing you tools that I use in my tool set on a daily basis. And I've been using Hoverify for over a year now, almost on a daily basis, to either troubleshoot or do some other cool things on websites. If you want to be notified of more videos going live, be sure to click that subscribe button and the bell notification to the right of it, and you will get notified soon as a new video goes live. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section and I will reply as soon as I can. For now, have a great day, take care, talk soon.